I feel like that's a big thing about the internet. I feel like a lot of people that say the things they say online have never been punched in the face. What's up guys, it's me boy Kwist and we are back again with another video. And I know it's been a while since I've done one of these talking head style videos, but I was just sitting, you know, thinking, matriculating, condensating, and I just had a thought that came to my mind off a few comments I've just seen, some of my channel and other channels, and I decided, like, let's talk about it. Like, you guys can see the title, but like, it's just a general thought I've been having recently, just like, why do people like hate certain characters, just hate characters like in general? Like, I'm not saying there's anything like wrong with that, you know, you can hate playing against characters. I know I certainly hate playing against certain characters, I make that known all the time. But then there's like the people that like hate those characters, and that spills over to like hatred for people that play the character, and like the moment they see that character, this person is now a bad like I don't know, like let's have a small conversation. I want you guys to chime in the comments as well, because you know I can't answer this question by myself. And I suppose what spurred this video was a comment that was posted on one of my YouTube shorts recently. It was on my one teach people how to do the Just Frame Skyrocket. Obviously all it is just a little educational short. Just Frame Skyrocket is the input, a little tip, you know, and you go on about your day. And I received this comment here. Ooga booga. I press buttons until the round ends because I am always plus or have huge knockback. Now, besides that being incredibly insightful and just a great delve into the human mind, that just raises questions, you know, for me, because it's not like anything was happening with Hwarin being like crazy on the screen. It was just a short of just like, here's Just Frame Skyrocket, here's how you do it, that's it. You know, what is it about like just the character existing makes people upset? Now don't get me wrong, I know why Hwarin is a not well liked character in this game, and the people that play him, you know, he's a scrub killer, he's very hard to deal with. If you're not learning actively how to play against the character, you're gonna have a bad time, and he has a few things that are kind of crazy in this game. So it's not like I don't understand that, and it's like, yeah, I can understand people don't like playing against the character. But then why, when you just see the character like in a short or what, like why does that like trigger you, you know, like why does that trigger you? Like, what's going on there? Like that's what I want to get to the root of today, and hopefully you guys can help me. Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna like weasel this in the video somewhere. I have no idea why I'm doing that yet. As today, as I'm uploading, is a Sunday, I've started doing a thing on my stream which you're not following. It's going to be somewhere on the screen, where, you know, every Sunday obviously we play a bit of Tekken, and then we go to horror game Sunday. I'm going to start playing horror games on Sundays, so make sure you guys are following the stream, you know, come by. You can enjoy all of that scary goodness that I don't enjoy at all. I feel like my first theory, my first game theory, I'm doing that now, it has a lot to do with the characters that you don't like. A lot of times are related to like your skill level in the game, let's say. So another example is a comment I received on one of my other shorts, in which Akuma stuff was happening, and I was playing Bob at the time, and I was Akuma things and blah blah combo whatever, right? And then I got this comment here which confused me when I first read it, but after doing some deep analysis in my own brain, I've started to understand it a bit more. And they said, I hate Akuma, but I think I hate Bob more. Now, obviously I look to that as someone who has played against some of the best Akumas in the world, literally, and then played against some really good Bobs as well. And I'm just like, where does that come from? But then my conclusion of this is not to like talk shit about this guy, throw this guy under the bus, like it's just his own opinion. Is I'm assuming this guy will be on the lower level of the game, so maybe in lower ranks, you know, maybe in red ranks, green ranks, I don't know. And I imagine in those ranks, people are not utilizing Akuma to his fullest potential, as well as they're utilizing Bob to his fullest potential. So for them, they probably play against way more frustrating Bobs than they're playing against frustrating Akumas. So this, to me, I feel like this is a little mystery I feel like is solved when people say certain things about that, right? Like, it just comes down to their own personal experience. And then this one, unlike the other comment, is literally related to like what's going on in the short, so I feel like that's fine. The first comment will always throw me off, because I'm like, what even happened to make you like, I get comments like this all the time. This is nothing new to me. You know, like this isn't my first rodeo. I'm used to people just watching a video of mine and just saying wiring this, wiring that, blah blah, right? You know, I'm used to people coming into my Twitch channel being like, wiring is this, well, like I'm used to this by now. But I want to get through why people feel the need, you know, to do that, really, because I remember I got I'm just talking about comments now, I guess. I got a comment recently where someone was like, oh, it's nice to see someone playing, I'm gonna put it on the screen because I'm definitely paraphrasing, it's nice to see someone playing Hwarang and not spamming, not doing crazy shit like that, right? And for me, it's a case of like, okay, so what these guys are probably experiencing with the Hwarangs in their ranks, because I'm sure Hwarang is definitely a terror. You know, the only reason I don't feel like the character is as crazy is because I know how to play against the character and I have to teach myself. And I know, you know what I mean? Like, I know what to do against this character. And knowing what to do against the character isn't exactly easy. You know, there's a lot that comes into learning how to play against any character in this game. And Hwarang for me is at the top when it comes to the different things needed to know to play against the character effectively. And when I look at some of the Hwarangs in the lower ranks, I'm like, these guys are not playing effectively, but they don't have to, because the people they're playing against don't know what they have to do to counter it. So I understand. But why, when they just see the character, like they just see the character, suddenly, you know, I've had people call me all types of words, you know, simply because of the character that I play. And I'm just like, okay, I guess. And I don't want to like exclude myself from this as well, because there are characters I definitely, you know, do not like in this game. You know, I feel like you can go back, watch a video of mine, watch a stream of mine. I might be talking some shit about a character when I'm playing against that character, you know, in the moment, just because I'm not having a good time. I feel like no one is like, you know, immune to that. Like that can happen to literally everyone. Something happens with the character and you're like, oh fuck this guy. You know, I feel like that's something that's relatively normal to happen. Like, you know, for me personally, like I feel like Lily has been the bane of my existence, you know, for a while now. And Kazuya, I feel like that's an obvious one that, you know, people like to come at me for. And then I think that helps me sort of like slowly segue into my next point about like, you know, there's no reason to like, so when it comes to like hating a character and a character's community, I feel like there's a lot of things that go on there, because I feel like me and the Kazuya community, we don't vibe. You know, I feel like there's no surprises there. And like a lot of my opinions of like the Kazuya community literally come from some of the things they've said. Not to generalize the entire Kazuya community, like there are lovely people that I'm sure play the character, but one thing I do find is like there are a lot of similarities in people that will play a certain type of character. You know what I mean? Like something about certain characters, you know, binds people together. They all come together, they play this character, and then they have a good time. Like I've never understood why, you know, people sort of get like very personal over like just the game. You know, like it comes down to like, oh, they're like, we're playing a game, there's characters on the screen, and that's all they are. You know, but people, I've seen people go like absolutely insane, like just over the fact that like someone plays a character. You know, like there's a character here, and then you know, they lose their mind. But you know, on like the other end, there's also like, I feel like normally I feel like there's like a middle ground that needs to be hit, like where like, you know, I feel like there's nothing wrong per se with like not liking a character. You know, like, oh, this character's this, you know, I don't like playing against them, and that's fine. I feel like there's then that like flip side to it where like people take the criticism of the character to personally to themselves, and like, whoa, this guy's talking about my character, he's talking about me. And then they just lose their entire minds, you know. And I've seen this for, you know, I'm not going to name any character communities now, because I feel like by doing that, I'll open a Pandora's box that I'll never be able to close. I guess the more I sort of talk on this subject, I guess my main point has sort of boiled down to why aren't people nice to each other on the internet. But like, I guess I understand that. So I've kind of gone round in circles, and like, I don't know, like this is, if you've watched this far in the video, thank you. You might as well drop a like, you know, while you're here, and also subscribe if you're not already. I probably would apologize. This is kind of a pointless video because I've sort of circled around to be like, yes, it's the internet, people are mean, and I guess that's like the conclusion here, and I guess that's why people will just chat shit wherever they can. Also the anonymity as well. Like, you will not believe the amount of crazy things I've seen people say to other people over a game. Simply because there's like there's a tag in front of their name, right? Like there's something hiding their identity for a bit. There's something hiding their identity, and you can't punch someone in the face for the shit that they say. I feel like that's a big thing about the internet. I feel like a lot of people that say the things they say online have never been punched in the face, for the things that they say. Not that I'm advocating for violence. I'm just saying, violence isn't always the answer, but sometimes it just depends on the question. But yeah, I've kind of lost myself in this video. I don't know where I'm going anymore. I don't know what any of this means now that I think about it, but I don't know. Hopefully this sparks a discussion. Maybe, I don't know. Do we want a discussion? Do we want to talk about this at all? I don't know. I feel like I've kind of lost the plot. Thank you guys for watching, I guess. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Regular gameplay returns to your screens not too long from now.